Hello, this is Group 15, and we're just going to walk you through our MARTA simulation application. So what you see right now on the screen are two terminals. We have one for the back-end service, which is the top terminal, and this terminal on the bottom is running the front-end service.
So,
And Dan, do you want to go ahead and talk a little bit about that?
sure thing. So we decided to go with a client-server architecture, and it contains REST-based HTTP interfaces that talk to each other. So right now, one of our limitations is that we're localized to one node, and we thought that the next level steps could be to use a in-memory database such as Redis or a NoSQL key value data store to extend the application and deliver some more scalability.
Okay, perfect. So, like you said, there are two separate applications. They run independently of each other. And we'll direct you to the README to know how to actually compile and build these. And those directions will be in the README. We don't want to spend too much time showing that because that can take a while. But that's in the README. So right here, you already see basically the first thing that you need to do when running this application is to load the model. So you'd come in here, and we've already preloaded the model just for this demonstration. But loading the model takes about a minute to load all the data from the database with all the new train data as well. And then you can see here that we preserved all these functions from the command line interface that was from Assignment 4. You can see here that we can add a bus. We've kind of really enhanced the user experience by allowing drop-down menu to select the different routes, and this helps the user enter that information quicker. And we've done that for the add train as well. You can select the route, the initial location on the route, and so forth. And then we have the add route, extend route. Here's a new feature that we added. This is to deal with the roads. So we have an add configuration rule. And this helps us incorporate the differences that the roads will play with traffic patterns and time of day and other things like accidents and whatnot that can affect the traffic patterns and the speeds of the vehicles moving along their routes. So that's how that plays into there. Moving on, you can see that we can add the stop, and we can also add an event. I'll open up the add event very quickly. Here you can select the event rank, what it's ranked, and then choose what route it's on, and then choose the vehicle that it's associated with. And we have input validation on all of these so that the user doesn't accidentally input data accidentally that they don't intend to. So here we're going to go to the view model. This is probably the central point of the application. Here what you see is loading as a Google map. What we do is we can select a route. We will just select route Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. What will happen is, sorry, this VM is extremely slow, but you can see here loading on the screen is the different bus stops on this particular route, and the buses are represented by this little bus icon here. You can actually click on these and see the number of passengers and the capacity of the bus, and you can also click on the individual red dots which represent the bus stops to see additional details as well about what stop it is. And then down here you can see that we've selected the Martin Luther King Jr. route. We can see all the stops on the route. This is just a list of all the stops with the number of riders that are waiting on the stop. And then we can also see the number of vehicles, each vehicle with their IDs, the passengers, and their capacities on this particular route. So up here is where you can see these play and fast forward buttons. They represent the step once and the step multi functions. So here we go. We'll click the play button, which represents the step once. And you can see here that a detail pops up. The map reloads to represent what happened. You can see here that vehicle 0 moved to the current stop was this ID, and it's moving to the next stop. The time to the next stop, and so forth. And then if we do the step multi button, you can see here we can say, okay, let's run the simulation 20 steps. Step multi 20. So we'll update the map 20 times for the corresponding routes. It said executed 20 events. 20 events were executed. Oh, I should have clicked on it quicker, but let me do that one more time. So here, it will show you the details. Once it's finished executing, I can select the details. I can see here that 10 events were executed, and I can see the details of those events. Also, what can help you is look at the back end. You can see here that we're still outputting that to the terminal.
We're at 5:30.
Okay, so I guess what might also help is to show some of our source code. So you can see here that we had to add another event called move train. That's in the sim queue. Also, the way we incorporated passengers is if we go to the sim queue, we can see here that what we do is we generate a random number of passengers that are going to get off the train and get on the train, and we apply the route config rule to determine if they're going to take a different route or not to get to their destination, depending on different traffic congestion or whatnot. Anyway, Dan, did I miss anything? Would you be able to add anything that I missed?
No, I think that's a good overview. Okay,
so that was quick. 7 minutes goes by quickly, but hopefully that gives you a good overview of our application for Group 15. And if you have any questions, just let us know in Piazza or anything, and we can answer any additional questions that we may have missed in this hurry. Try and cover everything that we did. But thank you. Appreciate your time.